This Swan Valley Distillery Trail is the only one of its kind in Australia. And as Jim said, it's really unique because there are 5 distilleries within 10K. So it's not that long at all. Won't take you long to drive around. What will take you long is at the amount of time that you spend at each one imbibing in the spirits. Now, some are big, some are small, and some of them like to classify themselves as nano, which means super small. Let's check the next one out. Sinjin is a distillery tucked away in the Swan Settlers Market. The flavours they use are unashamedly local, including in this one. So pretty.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now, you think it's going to taste really sweet because of the colour.
Yeah.
But there's no sugar. So the sweet flavours come from the botanicals. So there's strawberry gum, rosella flowers and lemon myrtle.
Where do you source your botanicals from?
Locally, as much as we can. All the coriander seeds grown in Western Australia. Lemon myrtle and the strawberry gum comes from a lovely lady called Claudia who lives in Denmark.
What was the catalyst then for you to start making gin?
We have a small hotel in West Perth, and in 2016, by a random set of events, we had a conversation with liquor licensing, and they told us we could actually make spirits in the hotel. So we went off and bought a 25-litre still and started making gin. And about a year after that, we won a gold medal for one of our gins.
That was a really pretty little gin to taste. And while I'm on the subject of tasting, I'd just like to point out that I have not actually had more than a standard drink in the entire time we've been out on this trail. And that's something to keep in mind too. So you need to have a designated driver. Now, rather than grapes, the Kimberley Rum Company is using sugarcane. And it's won the multiple gold medals both here and overseas. These barrels, though, are a bit ridiculous. You've got the little ones next to it. What's the purpose of these and how big are they?
So these are 6,000 litres. So each one of these is 33 of the smaller ones. So obviously putting it in here reduces the amount of floor space and rent that it can charge on the barrel.
Now, I know you make vodkas, gins, You've got the rums. What's your hero out of everything you make?
Rum is our flagship product, and over the past few years, Spiced rum has really taken off. And this is where we're really bringing in the Australian quality to it. So we've used native Australian botanicals to give a uniquely West Australian spirit back to the country.
And finally, we're back with the man we spoke to at the start of our tour, James Young at Old Young's. Great play on a name. This place has a slew of awards. Pavlova Vodka. What made you think that was a good combination? And how do you actually make it?
Okay, well, let me put some in your glass so that you can smell as I do it. With vodkas, some of the worst vodkas in the world are the sweet vodkas, so things like cupcake vodkas and whipped cream vodkas, which, if you haven't tried, don't. But what I wanted to do is prove you could do a classy version of a sweet vodka, so a craft-made vodka. So we use passion fruit, strawberry, kiwi fruit, caramelised sugar and vanilla for the creaminess to put Pavlova in a bottle.
It's pretty good. Do you drink it neat or?
No, we can add a little bit of cranberry to it. Lots of people do drink it neat, but it's delicious with the cranberry.
It is delicious. Why do you think people are falling in love with distilled spirits?
You can come out to the valley and you are going to meet the people who make the product, and I think that's pretty special, and I think people look for that. If they can find that authenticity, that's everything.